What's up, y'all? Prince Sports here again. Third and fourth quarter of the Lakers game. 66-63. We got ourselves a ball game in the final game of the regular season, really, for the Lakers. Are they going to make the play-in tournament, or are they going to get that 6th seed? You know, they got to win today, and the Blazers got to lose. That's how they get that 6th seed. You know, now I'd like to see the score of that Blazers and Nuggets game. I got to see how that going down, but you know the NBA conspiracy is going to be out because if that Blazers game go wrong, they don't get calls. You know, Dame don't get sent to the free throw line. They miss a couple calls here and there. People are going to say, hey, the NBA helping out the Lakers. I know it. I know it's coming. You know, because you can't stop the conspiracy theorists. Now, in all fairness, they do have a point. The NBA is organized. They do have some moments where you question some stuff about the NBA. I think the NBA is probably one of the most questionable or suspect sports. I don't know what is it about the NBA that always gets people putting on a conspiracy hat, you know? The NBA is out of all the sports to watch. I never see nobody say, oh, you know, this football game is rigged. This baseball game is rigged. You know, I heard boxing fights was rigged. Now, boxing fights being rigged is a fact. Back in the days in the mafia, guys used to rig boxing fights. Believe it or not, you know, them dudes in the mob, they used to go to the boxer, pay him money, tell him to drop in the 9th round, make it look real, you know. Take a dive. That's what the term take a dive means. You know, if you don't think that culture doesn't exist in 2021, you'd be sadly mistaken because the mob is still here. I mean, they don't move the same way as an old school mob from the 80s and 90s. You know, a lot of those guys are no longer here. You know, they gave birth to a new generation. And a new generation is a little more hip hop inspired. You know, you got a lot of dudes in the mob. They be doing business with the brothers. And back then, if you was a mob member doing business with a brother, if you was Italian and you was in a mob, was a no-no. You wasn't supposed to do business with somebody in a mob if you was black, you know. But times have changed, you know. Now you got brothers claiming to be part of Italian mobs and all this stuff. But I'm going off topic a little bit. Close game. Lakers seem to be in control. I mean, LeBron seems to be in a little bit of a good rhythm, you know. So, wow. Steph Curry clinches the scoring title this season. He becomes the second oldest guy in NBA history to win a scoring title behind Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was the first oldest guy to win a scoring title. Steph Curry now is right behind him at age 33 years old. Steph Curry becomes the oldest NBA scoring champ. 66-65 is your score. 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. Here come LeBron backing the ball up at the top of the key, 3-point line. Dennis Schroeder passes to AD. AD takes the contact and gets the foul. You know, AD wants to come out and ball against his former team. It's just an honor to play up against the team that you used to play for. So every time you get a chance to go up against a team you used to play for, you want to ball out against them. You want to give it your all. You want to prove to them, hey, this is what you're not getting no more. This is what I'm going to give to you. You know, LeBron James, yes, he is playing good. You know, what it do, Z? You know, no, they won't match up with the Clippers. The Clippers are now the number 4th seed. So the Lakers get the number 6. They're going to go up against, what, Denver? Denver's the 3rd seed. The Clippers are 4th. The Phoenix Suns is, what, number? It's about the Phoenix Suns. They're 1 or 2. I got to look back at that list. I think the Phoenix Suns is 1 or 2. But I know the Phoenix Suns is 2. Oh, yeah. Phoenix Suns is 2. Jazz is 1. Denver is 3. The Clippers is 4. So the Clippers match up now with the Dallas Mavericks. You know, that's the big conspiracy about this. People say the Lakers were flopping. They were trying to tank and lose games because they didn't want to become a 6 seed. They didn't want to go out and win games to get a 6 seed to go up against the then Los Angeles Clippers. But now that the Clippers have dipped down to a 4th seed, people are saying now that the Lakers want to win games because they could avoid the Clippers now, because the Clippers lost, meaning that they get dropped down, you know? So it's a big conspiracy. I also heard on the opposite side that people think that the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is ducking such and such, you know? So it goes both ways, man. And you always got people with conspiracies, especially when it comes to basketball. You're always going to have people saying stuff about basketball. You know, basketball is by far one of the most criticized sports because everybody think there's a lot of rigness going on. Yep. If the Lakers get the 7th seed, they get the Suns. If they get the 6th seed, they get Denver. From an entertainment standpoint, I'd rather have them play against Denver. I think they have their way with Phoenix Suns. You could tell we're in a COVID-19 regular season where the Phoenix Suns is the 2nd seed. This is the first year in NBA history where rankings don't mean nothing. 1 seed, 2 seed, 3 seed means absolutely nothing. Okay? Nothing. You think the Jazz are really a championship contender? I mean, how is that? How are they even the number 1 seed? They're the number 1 seed because the NBA is riddled with injuries. They rush the players to come back to play. And you got a diluted product on a basketball court. That's why. You know. And Bistro, I mean, there's a lot of conspiracies going on. You got to put your Dale Gribble hat on when you're talking about the Lakers and cripples. I mean, Lakers and cripples. The Lakers and Clippers. You heard I called them the cripples. No offense. Sorry, I'm not trying to disrespect disabled people. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that, Bistro. I think the Jazz is fool's gold. Jazz ain't no true number 1 seed. Not at all. The true number 1 seed is this team playing right here, the Los Angeles Lakers. You know? No. Okay, watch when playoff time come. The Jazz gonna get exposed when the playoffs come. Jazz is not that team, bro. They're not that team. The Suns ain't that team neither, man. All these teams are just getting that record because of, Bistro, in your heart of hearts, you don't believe in no Jazz or the Phoenix Suns. You don't believe in none of them teams. You rather believe in the Clippers more than the Jazz. You know. Yeah, man. Giannis facing those. He got to face those demons of that wall that the Miami Heat build up. Let's see if Giannis can overcome it, you know? All right, Bistro. I don't believe in neither one of them teams. Now, Denver, I'm a little more afraid of Denver than I am of the Suns and the Jazz. I think Denver got potential of being the real deal. I have more faith in Denver than those last 2 teams you just mentioned, because I seen them play in the playoffs. I seen them go now back-to-back years deep in the playoffs. They're going to go deep in the playoffs, and they've been killing it the past 2 seasons. So they got better track record. So I'm going with Denver more. You know. Ooh, that's gonna be good. Line them up. Wizards versus Nets, first round. You know. You better make sure it's not a permanent tattoo. It better be one of those temporarily tattoos just for show. You know. You be ruined. You be committing. Zach gonna be committing career suicide out here. You're gonna have your Xbox get rocked. Your PlayStation will be broken. All right. It won't be functioning anymore. Your Nintendo Switch will truly make a switch in a way that you don't want it to make. You know, career suicide, man. you be having people unsubscribe to the world of Zach. Oh, okay. No, Zach's system won't be working, man. Your Xbox will be shut down. You hit the on button, you won't function no more, man. Your TV will be out. Your lights will be off. Everything will be canceled. Oh, wow. Power dunk by LeBron James. And he hangs on to the court with the power dunk. That's a Carmelo dunk. LeBron showing shades of old school Carmelo. Power and dunking. 76-73. Hey, yo, Bistro, what's up with you, man? You wasn't here earlier, man. We had a fun time, man. We had G Money, we had Hoop Facts. We had a couple cats, man. Oh, hey, man, you want to do some video game talk? You know where to do that at. That's on Just Prince TV. You know, you want to go on live for that? One day we could do that, man. We could have a little Xbox versus PlayStation or whatever way you want to do it, man. You know? Yeah, I'm not sold on the Jazz and Suns too. Thank you, Sandy. At least, well, see, we got somebody else that agree with me. They're not true contenders. We agree with each other on that. Denver, the Lakers, and the Clippers are the true contenders in the Western Conference, but they don't get the record to prove it. That's why I said the regular season, throw that regular season record out the window. It means jack. That regular season record means nothing. Oh, you want to talk about the future of gaming in general? Okay. Bistro getting me pumped up. That sounds good, man. You know, one day when I go do my live, I do live every other day. So, I won't be on live tomorrow. But the day after, of course, I'll be doing live. So maybe we could take a little time out from talking about sports and we could talk about Xbox. Zach, you could join too. You be team Xbox, But when your team gets swept, when team Xbox gets swept, that green start to fade. Don't get mad when I tell you Team Blue came in and took everything from you guys. They will hit you with that blue laser, But yeah, man, Bistro, I didn't know you was a gamer. I know Zach is a gamer. He missed the Call of Duty. Zach, you don't want to see me in Call of Duty, NBA 2K, you name it. Fighting games, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. You'll want to see it. Well, who? You asking AK? AK was here earlier. He was on a live stream earlier. It's only a 3-point lead for the Lakers, man. For a third quarter to go. AD and LeBron's sitting down, but AD's in the game. AD have a chance to bring it to his former team, and he draws the foul again. Oh, the Blazers beating the hell out the Denver, huh? What's the score? This is the one season where regular season records don't mean nothing. Well, this is a couple seasons where the regular season record don't mean nothing, but this truly regular season absolutely means 100% nothing. Nothing. But congratulations to Steph Curry, becoming the second oldest scoring champ in NBA history. The first one was Michael Jordan at age 35 in 1998. The second one now is Steph Curry. Oh, dang. I got two different scores here. Which one's right? You hate Steph Curry. Man, that's the years of being the Houston Rocket fan, man. Steph Curry is what? Michael Jordan was to the Knicks. You just could never get past Steph Curry. Okay. I think the Warrior fans have become humbled. Okay. Golden State Warrior fans are now more humbled. They don't talk as much trash as they used to, but they used to talk a lot of trash. 78 to 73. We got ourselves, AD takes a fall again. They call me Mr. Glass. I'm going to take another fall. But that glass better not pop. AD's body is made of plastic. One drop and it breaks. Yeah, see, Beast, I don't have, excuse me, I don't have Twitter. So there's limits to my social media-ness, Twitter, what's the other one? Instagram. I think there's more of a younger audience, even though there are older people that use those, but I don't really use those. Really? So I guess old habits never die, huh? Somebody here from another country again, man. I get a lot of foreign audience from South America, the Philippines, Africa. So I guess does anybody know what this guy is saying? Is this Spanish? If it's Spanish, I only know a little bit, but that don't look like it's Spanish though. But if it is, ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué pasa? Okay, that growing up in New York around Puerto Ricans, you learn. Okay. So it is Spanish then. All right. So, Portuguese. Brazil, Portuguese. What country you from, man? Which one you rep? ¿Cómo está is also the same thing in Tagalog, Filipino language. It's a little different. It's pronounced a little different, but it's basically the same. Hey, man, I ain't bilingual like that, but hey, one language I gotta learn for my own benefit is Tagalog, man. But I'm telling you, man, at the age that I am, learning another language is hard. It's more easier learning another language when you're younger, but Tagalog is hard for me to speak because the words are so hard to pronounce for me, man. Like I know some Spanish words just because when I grew up around some Latinos. So, but then again, see, it started from an early age. I think it's going to be hard for you to learn the language if you're already an adult. It's really hard, Yes, Hannah speaks both. Mightily fluent too. Hannah speaks Tagalog, native language, of course, and she also speaks English. And she's very good at both. I don't know if you heard her on my other live streams before. She was spitting that venom, man. I don't get it, man. I can't keep up. Once they start talking, it's so fast. It's such a fast language. It's like I can't keep up. English is like a slow-paced language. All right. There are some people that speak English real fast, but Tagalog is fast, man. It's like, now you gotta really know what you're talking about. I mean, like, hold on, slay that real slow. It's like put it in slow motion for me. That's the only way I can understand it. 80 to 75. Yeah, she's my translator. Hannah's my translator. You know, I go to the Philippines. I answer, hey, what do you say? What does that mean? What does this mean? You know, yep. Low key, she's Hannah's my translator for English sometimes too. And that's my language. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You know, I'm like Stephen A. Smith. You know, Stephen A. Smith, kid with speech impediment from the Project Trenches. I'm going back around December. I'm gonna be there for a couple months. Nah, I didn't get vaccine yet. From what I heard, some people telling me you got to get vaccine before you could travel to another country. I hope that rule goes away. 82 to 75. That's the last thing I want to do is get vaccinated. I don't want to get vaccinated. Third quarter, 82 to 75. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Yep, I don't want that crap in my body neither. I ain't trying to get no blood clots. You don't know what you putting in your body. If I ain't got COVID, why do I need to get a test for? Why do I need to get vaccine for a virus that I don't have? Oh, it was fire, bro. Really fire. Let me tell you how much. Now, when you go there, that's what you see. All right. Even if you don't indulge in it, it's some of these countries got different rules. Man, you go to these different countries, it's like going to another planet. You know, when I'm walking down the block, I'm like, what is this? What is that? You know, grabbing you and you know, all this other type of stuff. And you got to be careful. Got to be careful over there. Yeah, it is. A lot of people don't know that. You know, you don't know nothing until you go to these some of these places, man. Hey, when in Rome, huh? Enjoy yourself, man. 84 to 75. You know, it's funny because when you go to other countries, the American dollar goes a long way if the country is not like a big time famous country, or it don't make as much money. Some countries are more poor than the other countries, unfortunately, And if you go to another country, your dollar goes a long way. Like South America, yeah, South America, the foreign dollar goes a lot of places because a lot of countries in South America are kind of, like rather as Honduras, what's the other ones? Ecuador, these are some they're poverty stricken countries, unfortunately. And so when you guys go to those type of places, you got to put up, the American dollar go a long way. But if you go to a place like Italy or France, your American dollar won't go so long. London, the American dollar don't go so long because London got money. A lot of countries in Europe got money, so your dollar don't go a long way. So you probably want to go to, if you do travel to another country, my best bet is go to a country where your dollar could stretch out a little longer. You can have more fun. You can buy more things. You can. That's one of the things I like about the Philippines because clothes are cheap. And surprisingly, here's a real thing, really weird about the Philippines. Electronics cost more money in the Philippines than they do in the United States. TVs, cameras, phones, all that stuff costs more money in the Philippines than it does in the United States. Like if you have an iPhone in the Philippines, people consider that like you got a lot of money. Only people have money have an iPhone in the Philippines. But if you have an iPhone in the United States, you could be the brokest guy in the world, but still have an iPhone. So it's a little bit different. uh, but life is different in all different countries, man. So just be careful, know the culture, know the rules, and go to each country, whether it's rich or poor, with respect. Because at the end of the day, we all people. So it doesn't matter who have money, who don't. Just go there, respect the country, man. Remember, you're a visitor when you go to a foreign country. It's your job to pay respect to those countries. You waiting for hoop facts? You gonna smoke hoop facts? Lakers are killing it by 10 points, 86-76, third quarter, 1 minute to go. I had my man G Money on earlier. He was calling the game. He was getting his ESPN on. Marv Albert, move over. G Money is the new game commentator. I wanted to see what he got because I told him commentate the game, man, because we get a lot of people from other countries that watch my live stream for games for some reason. When I was in the Philippines, I got like Filipinos, Africans, all of them coming on my live stream. And I'm like, is this because maybe I'm in the Philippines and it's picking up local people from the Philippines? I didn't get it. It was kind of weird. It really was weird because when you do a live stream, you think, and your channel is still, it was made in the States, you think still your audience mostly will be, still American, but it's kind of weird. Yeah, it's oh, okay. Oh, Tay Davis, I didn't know you had Filipino. All right. Man, you hear me talk about the Philippines all the time. This is your first time saying it? Looking half black, half Filipino, like Jay-Z over here. I didn't know Tay Davis was a Nate Robinson, Jordan Clarkson. You hear me talking about the Philippines, and he don't say nothing. And this whole time you have Filipino. Basketball is big in the Philippines too. So Philippines got a lot. They're huge LeBron James fans. A lot of LeBron fans in the Philippines. Lots. LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Steph Curry. All right. 91-76. Oh, okay, that's what's up. You know, that's very common. There's a lot of Filipinos that are, you know, got Latino blood. You know, Spain. You know, my wife has family members, and on her side of the family, they're from Spain. You know, Latino blood. It's Filipinos are like they're Asian, but at the same time, some of them look Latino, and you know, man, they got like a lot of different nationalities. They're very diverse, very diverse. You know, but they're cool people, man. They show me a lot of love out there. So shout out to the Philippines, man. Yeah, man, I know Cubans got nothing. Cubans in Florida, man. Cubans is to Florida what Mexicans is to California. Cubans to Florida is what Puerto Ricans is to New York City. Whatever place you go, you're always gonna have this big. I mean, this is what it is. A big population of a certain race. So if you do a lot of travel and you go from state to state, you will notice that hey, wherever you go, you're gonna see a certain group of people. You know, a lot of them. You know. Okay, all right, Tay. Yeah, Tay Davis is a walking United Nations over here. What, half Italiano? What you New York? You know what's New York without the Italians? Come on, you know the Sopranos, the Genovese family. Come on, Little Italy, baby, New York City, best pizza in the world, best Italian food. You want the best Italian food? Must be something in the water. You got to go to New York. Oh, there must be something in the water. If you from New York, you grew up all around that. I grew up around all of that. You know. Yeah, that's true. But that's all of California, bro. California got more blacks and Mexicans than a lot of places. I mean, there's more Mexicans in California than white people, you know? Yes, New York pizza is very big. That's what we do. $5 a slice of New York City pizza. That's what you get. You know, I grew up around all of that. Yeah, man, we chopping up the breeze, man. We killing it right now, man. 91 though, the 78. 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Yo, I would never forget this. I remember I was in New York one time, right? And there was a confrontation between a black guy and an Italian dude. The Italian dude was like, "Listen, don't let me go in my car trunk and get my nigga be good back." I said, "What?" Yo, he went there, man. He actually went there. After he said that, that dude was kind of shook. He didn't say nothing back after that. But he said, "Let me go in my trunk and get my nigga be good back." And he said it in an Italian voice. So he was like, "Listen, man, you know, let me go in the trunk and get my nigga be good back." You know, a typical typical stereotype. You know, he had the wife beater on, a little gold chain, a little Razor Ramon machismo. You know, I would never forget that. I seen some crazy stuff in New York City. You know, random fights, homeless dudes choking out people. It's the big city, man. It's a concrete jungle. You never know what's going to happen. You got to have eyes behind your head when you walk around the streets of New York. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how it goes down. You know, that's how it goes down. LA is a little different. LA got weirdos, man. LA got people that talk to themselves. They they got people that talk to themselves. They got people that staring at the sky. I mean, like LA is like drug capital, man. Like a lot of people in Los Angeles, they on that shit. You know, like my grandmother used to say, "God rest my grandmother." You know, when she sees somebody acting crazy, you on that shit, aren't you? Boy, you ain't right. You on that stuff. You know, that's how it was, man. New York City was crazy, man. Growing up in New York was crazy, man. Really crazy. Wow. You know, all right. Okay. Zach with the little Kardashian flavor. You know, but that was back in the day. That was a time when guys used to fight with just using their hands. Oh, man. Hayes took a bad fall. Jason Hayes took a bad fall for the Pelicans. He's on the ground wincing. All right. His Xbox got rocked. His subscription just got canceled. His PlayStation is no longer functioning. His controller is broke. You can't even play Spider-Man Miles Morales on the system. It's broken. That's a wrap. His Nintendo Switch took the Switch for the wrong fall. He said, glad I jumped Chip. Man, if AD get hurt, you guys ain't going to win the championship. Health requires a lot for you guys, man. You know, crazy stuff back in the day, man. Back in the days in high school, dudes used to carry a razor blade in their mouth. We had metal detectors. My high school had metal detectors because cats was coming in that high school with gats. Like the first floor was full of, like, I kid you not, the first floor was like, mostly that's where all the drug dealers hung out at. And, you know, they used to stick razor blades, gats all up in the school. And my school got shut down by like 2 or 3 times. My high school got shut down 2 to 3 times. That's how wild it was. You know, old school, put the razor in your mouth. You know, you go Street Fighter on it. Hadouken! That's New York, kid. You know what I'm saying? That's New York, baby. That's how I get down. You know, all them blocks. You know, y'all making me rubbing this. Look, right here. You see it? LIC, Long Island City, kid. New York City in the building. What it do? You know, we started the Dunn language. What up, Dunn? QB in the house. Oh, what up, Blue Boat? What it do? What's cracking with you, Blue? Man, I love James Harden to go to the Knicks. We could use a superstar. Been so much better. But, man, times was different then. What? Yo, Blue, you blocked Zach? Say it ain't so. If Blue blocked you, that means you had to be doing something, you know, you had to be doing something disrespectful because my man Blue don't play them games. You know, Blue ain't with the BS. Tell him, Blue, you ain't with the nonsense. You know. Yeah, that's going to be fun to watch. You know? So, yeah, it's going to be fun to watch. Oh, all right. But, yeah, man. Blue, I was telling people, man, this is the first year, well, one of the years that's out of a many that you can't really take this season, you know, this regular season and get anything out of it. This seeding is all wrong. None of these games really going to matter in this COVID-19 regular season because this was a bad regular season, really bad. To a point, a lot of guys was hurt, rushed games, really, really bad. Yeah, man, you got to keep in mind, Half of my high school was filled with cats from the projects because we had Queensbridge, biggest projects in America. Then you had dudes from Ravenswood. They used to beef with cats from Queensbridge. You had dudes from Astoria. They used to beef with cats from Queensbridge. We used to have everybody from whatever project they from. Dude used to be beefing. You're like, oh, yo, he from Ravenswood? What? You know how it is when you're from the projects. If you're from the other projects, they don't like you. You know, that's just that stupid mentality, man. You got to grow out of it. You know, and I just hope. I mean, shout out to everybody in Ravenswood and Queensbridge, man. I hope we could get along and stop with this nonsense, man. We making ourselves look stupid. All this dumb black on black crime, all that fighting about nothing, fighting over blocks, fighting over bullshit for nothing, losing our life out here for nothing, for a neighborhood that don't even care about you that much, for a block that you don't really own. We out here looking like fools, man. You know, but you can't tell some of these young cats. You got some young cats right now in the projects, 13 years old, running around with that Glock. You know, they don't know better. You know, their parents let them run loose, let them run wild. And, you know, sometimes their parents don't care because their parents on that stuff. You know, mom's all cracked out, so she don't care about what her kid do. You know, man, y'all, I seen all of that, son. I've been through all of that project hood stuff. Y'all know, man, growing up in the PJs was a mother. You know, sports and hip hop was my activities to stay out of trouble sometimes, even though trouble still follows you when you're on the block. But for the most part, cats be like, oh, yo, that's P. He about to play some ball. You know, I was the sports guy. You know, hip hop head. Oh, yo, that's P. You know, that's hip hop right there. Yeah, man, that's how it used to be, Z. That's how it should be. You know, nobody want to fight no more. Everybody want to pull out them guns. And even though I grew up in a tough neighborhood, California here more reckless. LA more reckless. I'm going to tell you why. LA got more guns than New York. More guns flow through New York. I mean, through LA than New York. That's a fact. You can't go a day without hearing somebody getting shot here in LA. You know, kids walking around with gads. Everybody got a gun in LA. Your best friend in the park got a gun. You know, you play basketball with somebody on the court in LA. Yo, I'm going to my trunk to get them dangs. He found me wrong. Everybody scattered because he know he got a gat. You know? Yeah, the gun laws in New York are a little more strict. And you get caught with a gun in New York, that's your life. But LA a little more loose. LA, Texas, they don't have really no laws on gun control, man. Anybody could get a gun here in LA. Anybody. You know? You have a homeless guy walking around with a gun. You know? Everybody got a weapon or a gun here, so to speak. You know? Yeah, they do. I mean, a lot of people get pulled over for that. And that's one thing about New York. If you live in that life and you got a gun and you walking around with New York and in New York and that gun is not registered, man, you looking at 15 to 20 years right there off the bat. And that's what the cops doing. They waiting for you. They watching you. They see you on the block all the time. You know, they know you're not on the block just out there hanging out. They know you're doing something. You ain't going to be standing on them corners for no reason. You know, your life in the hood is always expired. Expired, meaning only going to last for a little time. It's only a matter of time before something happened to you. If you keep living that life. '98 to '87. 7 minutes to go. The Lakers killing it. LeBron having a good game. LeBron launches a three, misses. LeBron looked a little slow in that last possession, but he is 35 years old, so I suspect it. You know, LeBron does look like he get tired a little fast. You know, he got like full energy for half a quarter, but then he starts to, you know, look like he jogging. You know, now he's sprinting a little bit. LeBron with the typical spin move.
gets the layup and gets knocked down, but back up. Oh, LeBron's staying down a little longer, and he's slow to get back up. LeBron James is slow to get back up, and he's feeling his ankle again. Okay, I look like LeBron twisted something because he look a little. He won't even run back to the court. Let's see what happened. Lakers will play the Denver Nuggets or they will play the Phoenix Suns. Either way, the Denver Nuggets or Phoenix Suns is going home. LeBron looked hurt on that last play. I told you he was moving slow. And he looked a little winded, and I was right. Because he got hurt again. He got knocked down. He got hurt again. That's what happens when you're 35 years old and you're still trying to push it to the limit. LeBron still think he's 27 years old. Sometimes you got to tell your mind and you got to tell your body you can't do certain things like that no more. I know exactly how he's feeling because I would love to be 27 years old again. Man, I would love to be 27 years old, 22, running fast. Yeah, see, look at Hannah laughing at me. You see why I said that? She laughing at me. Oh man, them guys bugging. I think Game would get knocked out, to be honest with you. Game ain't got no hand skills. Game and LA cat. Them cats in LA don't got no hand skills. All they know is them damn drive-bys, man. They know about them car rides. That's all they do. They're looking to knock somebody Xbox out. They're trying to end your subscription. That's what they're trying to do. They ain't trying to do no street fight. Game don't know nothing about no street fight. Game ain't built like that for a street fight. He don't got hands like that. That's the East Coast then. You got to go to New York or Philly because cats be doing it in New York and Philly. But cats in LA don't know how to fight, man. They're too used to having weapons. Everybody in LA don't fight. They just got weapons. That's all they do. Let me go to my car. Let me get my car. Let me get my gas. That's all they talk about. I seen 1,000 fights here in LA, and none of them was with hands. There was always somebody had a weapon in their hand. I kid you not, man. I think it was like a couple months ago, me and my wife was walking through the park, and it was his brother. He was getting his ass beat by a white dude and a black dude, right? But they had to have weapons. They're sitting there picking up tree branches to hit this brother with. But he did caught this dude with one of those unexpected punches. So the dude didn't even see it coming. This brother just boom, boom, but he took it like a man. He didn't even go down. Man, I've seen a lot of fights here in LA. Actually, I've seen a lot of them. Jake Paul too scared. I don't know, man. Jake Paul looked like he liked that smoke. If the money right, I think Jake Paul will take the fight. Damn, Pau Gasol, look, he messed this stuff up. That's a nasty cut. Paul Gasol got hurt. LeBron James got hurt. Man, LeBron James suffering from that old age, man. This will be his last year to win the championship, if you ask me. In order for LeBron to win another championship, he going to need another superstar. And, he going to get penalized for that because he's going to have another superstar. I heard talks of even Kemba Walker wanting to go to the Lakers. But if Kemba Walker goes to the Lakers, you got to give up something for him. Deplete that roster if you're going to get Kemba Walker. LeBron James gets hurt again. And I think AD got hurt in this game. These two guys are just LeBron getting hurt because of old age. AD getting hurt just because. He getting hurt just because he's AD. Man, somebody going to give THT a job. THT need to come to the Knicks. We'll take some plays off your Lakers squad. I take Horton Tucker, bring him to the Knicks. Knicks will be playing the Atlanta Hawks, baby. We about to bring the drama to ATL. Nah, you good, Zach. You don't need no more players. You don't need no more players. Oh, Horn Tucky gets the ball stuck between the hoop. That's old school basketball right there. How many times have you played basketball and the ball gets stuck between the hoop or between the net? That looked like a travel from Kyle Kuzma. He bounced the ball with two hands. Can't bounce the ball with two hands, brother. He got away with it. Danos to the Brooklyn Nets. Well, if Paul George doesn't choke, how far does the Clippers go? I'm gonna watch me some Godfather in Harlem tonight. Harlem, you know. But you know what? Out of all I've been through, man, I'm proud that I'm here in one piece. I'm able to still talk to you guys, man. Because life could always have bad turns. I could have been the one caught out there doing life. I could have been, getting my Xbox rocked, And you know what? By the man above, man, he blessed me. And, you got to always be thankful in life, man. That's why you got not guys like Nas that's humble. Nas, he come from my same hood, man. He been through a lot. And you know what? Like he said in his song, Dear God, I'm so thankful, And that's what I am, man. Thankful. Thankful that I'm here to chill with wifey. I'm here to talk to you guys, Life is precious, man, but life is good at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Half of the friends I grew up with all over New York, none of them I can't even get in contact with them or nothing like that because some of them doing life in prison, Some never going to have the freedom of walking outside, So this is why I be getting on cats when they be beefing over nonsense. Is your life worth that nonsense beef that you're doing? Think about it. So, nice move by Kyle Kuzma. High off the glass, layup. Give me that. Give me that, son. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. High off the layup basket. Okay. Who was that with that dunk? Who just dunked that ball? I can't even mention. I can't even see who just dunked that ball, for Christ's sake. Let me see something for a minute. Because you know what? My TV look like it's lagging a little bit. I don't want my TV to be. Oh, okay, good. Sometimes that thing be converting into 720. And there's no point of having a high definition TV if you can't broadcast it in high definition. Don't make no sense. All right. Oh, you gonna be in Vegas soon? What you gonna be doing over there, man? You gambling?
Salute. How you guys doing?
Yo, what's up, man? What's good?
What's shaking and baking?
Hey, man.
Lakers, Warriors playing. Blazers won today.
Yeah. Oh, the Blazers won?
Yeah, they blew out the Nuggets. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. So Lakers is automatically in the play-in. This win don't mean nothing then.
Pretty much, yes.
Man. But they are beating the brakes off the Pelicans, though.
True.
So, LeBron gets hurt. Did you see that play? LeBron got hurt again, left the game.
Wow. Sorry, I was concentrating on other games. That happened?
Yeah, he did his. He ran to the basket, did that little spin move, fell down, got hurt. They twisted his ankle probably again. So I don't.
Dang.
Anthony Davis got hurt in this game too, but I think he's still playing.
Okay.
But
they better hope. Well, this team just can't catch breaks, man, with injuries, man.
This is the most injury riddled season that you could probably come up with in a long time.
Tell me about it.
You know, this is why I don't even know. This is why I can't say. I mean, I don't want to disrespect them, but I can't even say like Utah or Phoenix is really that good. You know, I don't know. You know, but on the USC come playoff time though. So, yo, Bistro, what's up?
So be true.
Beast.
He's probably just muted or something. No, he's not muted. He's probably just busy or something.
Yo, why people listen, guys? If you're busy or whatever, don't come in if you're busy. Wait for a while. Stay in the comment section. I get guys that come in here, they say 2 or 3 things, then they just mysteriously bounce out. You know, like literally sometimes they be in the middle of a conversation, G Money. They be in the middle of a sentence and it just dropped.
Yeah, that is kind of rude a little bit. I can see I see where you're coming from, Prince.
You know, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's rude. I'm just saying, like, what are you doing here? Like, if you ain't trying to talk, why you answering and telling me to drop the link? Just stay in the comment section.
Right. I get it though. I get it because you want people to be accountable. Because, like you said, if people are busy, then just finish your errands. Salute, Tay. Lakers, salute, man. Lakers, Dubs playing.
Word. Yo, you coming in that play-in, Tay?
Yep.
Who's back? Yeah. How about the Clippers?
Bro, you won't play the Clippers in the first
I
round.
know.
In fact, the Clippers will be playing the Blazers in the first round, and the Nuggets will be playing the Mavs in the first round.
I know. Me on B show, we for smoke hoop facts.
Word. All right, so who you get winning between the Mavs and the Clippers?
No, Mavs are not playing the Clippers. They'll be playing the Nuggets.
The Mavs playing the Nuggets?
Wait.
No, the Mavs are going to lose to the Wolves. They're down 17 with a minute 46 to go. And the Blazers won. So that means that when Dallas lose, they drop to 6 while Portland goes up to 5th. The Clippers are 4 now.
So it's Clippers in Portland now.
Yes, Clippers, Blazers, yes. That series is over in 5 or 6, in my opinion, for the Clippers. Blazers are not beating the Clippers. Blazers are not going to beat the Clippers. No way.
Don't almost over you because they will look like Damon Lillard could get the Clippers problems.
Bro. I love Dame.
They beat before.
No, I know. Here's what I'm saying. The Blazers are not going to beat the Clippers. Let's just be honest. I love Dame, but other than 2 playoff series against the Thunder and the Rockets, he's not that good in the playoffs. He only shoots 40% in the playoffs. Watch his whole career to context. Don't just look at game-winning shots.
Clippers in 5 or 6?
Yes, 5. I'll be honest, 5. It's over in 5.
I guarantee the point trade Blade, the Blazers going to beat the Clippers in 7 games.
All right.
And
if they lose in the first round, I don't want to hear excuses, man. I don't want to hear a player went down. I don't want to hear about COVID. If they lose, I don't want to hear the excuses, man.
For both sides.
Exactly. For both sides. No excuses.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if someone does get hurt, I mean, that'll be different. Like,
no, it's not the other team's fault. It's not the other team's fault.
Well, I'm trying to say, like, let's say if I'm not trying to put injuries on something, but let's say like Damian Lillard were to get hurt and he misses the series, and let's say he missed in a crucial time, like when they were Blazers were 2-1. That's when you could be like, if Damian Lillard was healthy,
but we would never get to know. That's what I'm saying. We would never get to know. We could do what is so day, but we would never get to know how a certain player would have played. You know what I mean? Because maybe teams could have made an adjustment. So that's why I can't just say, oh, if this guy had went down, oh, it would have been different. How do we know that? We don't know.
But I will say this: hopefully, no one gets injured for the playoffs. Though, hopefully, no one.
Exactly. You gotta play with what you have, man. I always say injuries are no excuse. It's not the opponent's fault that your team got hurt. It's not their fault. You gotta play with what you have.
Wow. Man, I wanted a Dallas versus Clippers, man.
Hey, we got Mavs, Nuggets. We got 2 MVP candidates, Joker versus Luka. That would be fun.
Battle of the Mavericks again.
That series is going 7 games, to be honest. That'll be a 7-game series.
I got Denver beating them, though. I got Denver beating them. Is Porzingis fully healthy?
Yes, he came back today, yes.
He's so inconsistent. I can't tell. I don't know. They need to do something with Porzingis. It's just not working.
Mhm.
No, try to
What
trade
happened?
him. Trade him while he has some value before it's too late.
Exactly.
Who?
You dead ass believe that the Warriors will beat the Lakers on Wednesday. Like you dead ass believe that.
It's actually possible,
Well,
yes. Bro, it's possible. The Warriors are no
my
bums,
Lakers
man.
beating the
And remember,
Warriors.
LeBron and AD got hurt again. Don't forget.
No,
Yeah, no, but
well,
like the last
He,
the last two times the Lakers
they'll be
faced them.
fine.
No, the
They'll be
Lakers will make
fine.
the playoffs. Oh, by the way, the Bulls beat the Bucks. Just want to throw it out there. The Lakers will make the playoffs. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying is that
LeBron
the
James
Warriors
25
coming in
points.
high at the right time. 6 straight wins. Got all at home. It's not gonna be easy for the Lakers.
Yeah, I know it's not gonna be easy, but like I'm not like worried because I'm not like it's not like isn't it 2 games? Like if the Lakers were to lose, like don't they get another opportunity to
No,
face the
no,
Warriors?
no. If the Lakers lose this game, it's a 7 and 8 game. They lose this game, then they drop to the 8 seed. Then they play the winner of the 9-10 game, which would be Memphis or San Antonio. Meaning that if that were the case, the Lakers who be the 8 seed will only have to win once, while the Grizzlies or the Spurs will have to win twice to get the 8 seed. You
Okay.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah, makes
So
sense.
that's what I'm saying. So the Lakers virtually only have what 3 chances to win one game. That's what I'm saying.
Both the Lakers and the Warriors.
Yes, yes.
so wait, it's Lakers, Warriors,
Grizzlies and Spurs.
Grizzlies, and
Grizzlies and
Spurs.
Spurs.
And
I'm going with the Grizzlies to beat the Spurs and the Lakers and Warriors. Look, I do think the Lakers will make the playoffs, but I have a weird feeling the Warriors may win that. I have a weird feeling though.
mm.
And I'm gonna shock people.
Wait, is there a way in this playing tournament that the Warriors and Lakers could both make it?
Yeah. Well,
Yes. You have to win one game. You both can make it. Meaning that, like I said, the 7 and 8 seeds only have to win one game to make the
Okay.
playoffs. That's it.
All right. But the 9th and 10th got to win too.
Two. They have to win. Technically, they have to win two. Technically, three because the 9-10 have to beat each other. Then they have to play the higher seed and have to win two.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so
Like-
I don't know. I think that 9th and 10th is a doorways. I'm going with Golden State and the Lakers.
Well, the Warriors are the 8 seed right now. So let's put a what if, right? If the Warriors beat the Lakers, they'll be the 7 seed, and they'll be playing the Suns. The Jazz blew out the Kings, so the Jazz are not the number 1 seed in the West now. Then let's say 9-10. Let's put a what if. Let's say the Grizzlies win the 9th seed, okay? Then Memphis, who will be 9, would have to beat Los Angeles twice to get the 8 seed, while LA only has to win one game, just one, to hang on to the 8 seed. That's it. You guys get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I got the Warriors and the Lakers, man. That's my 2 picks.
Well, yeah, same here. I think both teams are making the playoffs. I think the Grizzlies with a chance at the end, and the Spurs, they finished the season like garbage. To me, what cost San Antonio that game against Boston, blowing a 32-point lead, also losing to Ben Simmons at the buzz with the tip in. San Antonio just finished the season like garbage, and then blowing that 17-point lead to New York, to our team, days ago. So, yeah, so San Antonio's played like crap down the stretch of the season. So, I don't think the Spurs make it.
I ain't gonna lie, guys. I like that matchup. I like the Phoenix Suns and the Warriors.
That would be a fun series, though. Because
that looks like it's good on paper.
That's
like
true.
Good fast pace scoring.
Chris Paul. Go ahead. Yes, sir, man. Chris Paul versus Steph Curry. You have D Book in his first playoff run, seeing through DeAndre Ayton first playoffs, and you have Steve Kerr versus Monty Williams coaching. That series can go 6 or 7 games. That very well can.
And Lakers will be an 8th seed, knocking off a number 1 seed.
That's true. I have a weird feeling that the Lakers are going to do that. Mark my words.
Because they're the real 1 seed. If you ask me, we all know that they would have been that if there wasn't for injuries. That's why I said this regular season is like, man, you can't take nothing. You got to take really a lot with a grain of salt because.
Yeah, mark my words right here. And I have a weird feeling for this. The Lakers, as a 7 or 8 seed, will make the finals. I'm not a Laker fan. I'm a Knicks fan. I have a weird feeling this team's going to make history. I have a weird feeling. I don't believe in the Jazz in the playoffs. I like Utah, but I had to see Mike Conley play well in the playoffs. I had to see Donovan Mitchell show up in an elimination game and I had to see Bogdanovich, Clarkson show up in the playoffs. I don't know, man. The Phoenix Suns are good, but Phoenix is very inexperienced to me. So that's what I'm saying. I think Phoenix is a year away, though. Denver will be a tough out, but they're not healthy right now. And the failed Blazers held to the no. They don't play smart basketball down the stretch. They really don't. And also, the Mavs, they've been up and down all year. I mean, I know Dallas has played well as of late, but Dallas doesn't have enough depth. I have a weird feeling that the Lakers, as a 7th or 8th seed, will be in the NBA Finals.
Oh
I
yeah,
have a weird feeling. Yeah.
I was telling Bistro about that, but I was like, Bistro, they're not a real low seed team. So,
Mhm.
it's not like the 95 Rockets. Their 95 Rockets was really getting their ass kicked in the regular season, and they were playing full healthy. So this is not the same situation. Yeah. But
Yeah.
let's talk about the Eastern Conference. Who we got coming out of this? Oh, well, let's talk about some playoff matchups for the Eastern Conference. It's going to be Miami versus damn, I could forget the name.
Miami versus Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Versus Milwaukee. That'll be a fun
That's a good one.
rematch of last year.
Oh yeah.
So, and also, by the way, fun fact: the Bucks and the Heat will play each other in the playoffs for the 3rd time in the playoffs ever. Miami swept Milwaukee in 2013, and then last year Miami beat Milwaukee in a gentleman's sweep in a 5-game series. This year, it's going to go through a 7-game series. I'm going with Milwaukee. I just think they're a deeper team. I just think they have more length than Miami. And Miami, to me, I know they played well as of late, but I don't see it, man. I'll be right back. Hang on.
No problem. So, yo, Beast.
Yo,
So yeah, man. Dude, what you think? You think Miami gets past the Bucks again?
I mean, well, this time like they'll have home court. Like this time, like they're gonna be like in their like normal stadiums, like not like in the bubble. But man, there's a lot of pressure on the Bucks, man. Like if you lose in the first round to Miami, and Miami's not full strength, man,
That's
Giannis
bad.
can't keep getting a pass, bro. Like,
Okay. Back it up. You said pass. So you think Giannis gets a pass?
no, I say he won't.
Okay. Oh, okay. I thought you thought that people give him a pass.
Oh no, they do give him a pass.
You think so?
I mean, like, well, like, okay, like, until like I kind of gave him a pass with 2019 against the Raptors because I was literally his first time like in that in the championship like expectations playing with. So it was like, and it's kind of hard to like if a team gets bounced on the first round each year, like for him to win a championship, like I don't think that's ever like really happened. Like you have to like go to like you have to go to like every like every round to like at least like get experience. But last year, like, nah, they didn't deserve a pass. Like, they were like dominant in the regular season, and then no one thought Miami was gonna beat them, especially the way Miami beat them at 5. And now this year, like, there's a lot of pressure on Milwaukee, dude. Like, there really is.
And what about Brooklyn? What you see with them?
I mean, there's a lot of pressure on them getting to the finals.
Oh yeah, well they got they got to take that monkey off their back. They got to get to the finals. But ain't Brooklyn the number 2 seed? Am I right?
Yep.
Okay, so who they go up against?
Well, whoever wins the 7-8. Well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because of the play-in tournament.
Yeah.
So we can't even talk about their opponents.
Hopefully it's Washington though. Hopefully it's Washington.
Oh, that'd be nice. That's what you want. You want to see why you want to see Washington go up against Brooklyn Nets for? Is there?
I just want to see Russell Westbrook against KD. I just want to see it. I've been wanting to see it since KD left. Since he left Oklahoma. I just really want to see what. I just want to see Russell Westbrook against KD and Russell Westbrook against James Harden. Zach, are you positive? Like, are you dead ass serious? Like, or are you just trolling?
What he said?
Well, he said Warriors gonna beat the Lakers.
I mean, they may beat them in that play-in game, like G Money was saying. They don't have to beat the Warriors to make the playoffs. They just need to get one game, so they could beat that 8th or 9th seed one time and they in it.
I don't think the Lakers gonna it's because like there's still look, there's still some unfinished business with Steph Curry. So like LeBron, he has to get the job done. Like I don't want to hear it. Like he got some unfinished business with Steph Curry. I want the Lakers to destroy the Warriors on Wednesday. Like I'm talking about a beat down. Like how was the last 2 times? Like, and I want it to be so bad that Steph Curry's winning a turnover set. Like when they get their asses beat. That's how bad I want it.
Yeah, but see, this is not the playoffs though. So he's gonna have to, if they really want to get even with Steph, you gotta do it on the biggest stage. I mean,
Yeah, I know, but like a win like in this playing, it'll feel good though. Like obviously like it's not like the playoff round, but like
I feel you. I feel you. Yeah,
still got some unfinished business.
word. But yeah, it should be interesting. So you got the Lakers stomping a mud hole in the
Hell
water.
yeah. Well,
I mean,
hopefully they do it.
if Steph don't go off, I could see that happening.
And the thing is, like, Dan Short didn't even get COVID.
Yeah, he said he didn't get COVID.
So why was he out for like 4 games or 5 games?
I don't know, but I can tell you this much: he was really defensive about it. So something else must have been wrong. He was sitting there getting pissed off when you asked questions, and the media was like, "Did you have COVID or not?" He's like, "God damn it, I said no." Let's answer the question. So maybe you did have it. I don't know why you're so protective over it.
Yeah.
If you ain't got nothing to hide, why are you being so protective over it? Just answer the question. You're in a media press conference. Either you had it. It's a simple yes or no.
Probably because, like he said, that he's the only player on that team that hasn't got the vaccine.
Oh.
So probably
okay.
That's why.
I mean, but hey, if I was him, I'd be lucky. I don't want no vaccine. But no, that's a different story for a different day with me, man. But Anthony Davis, he 14 points, 5 from 12 from the field. He didn't have a good day too much, but you still got the job.
Just a warm up.
Yeah.
Well,
but yeah, man.
The Lakers really weren't playing did the Lakers win? Like I checked, like there were like 2 minutes left. I don't know if they won or not.
Yeah, they won.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't watch the game, but I was watching like some of the highlights. They didn't really try. Like, they were just like
going through the motions a little bit.
Yeah. Like basically they're trying to like get the legs underneath, just getting ready for the playing game.
Yeah. Yo, did you saw the performance? Steph Curry?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow. That was a good performance.
Hey, the Clippers and Mavericks on face each other in the playoffs? They
won't.
No, on the matchup set.
Nah, they Portland now is Portland, so it's going to be it's Clippers and Portland now.
Did the Mavericks win today or did they lose?
No, Mavericks lost.
Oh, they did. Oh,
yeah. So it's no more. That's why I was pissed off. I wanted to see it. I thought it would have been more fun for the Nuggets and the Clippers, but apparently it's going to be now the what you call it? What's his team? Blazers and
Blazers.
Yeah, Blazers and the Clippers. I guess it could be. I don't see this a good matchup for the Blazers though. Blazers going home in the first round.
Hey, hey Prince, you think Barkley's on a Trailblazers payroll?
Why you say that?
Because like I don't know, like each year he always picks up to win the championship. Like each year, like they're like, oh, the Blazers gonna make it to the finals. This, that. They're like every year. It's like it'll be one thing like in 2019 where I was like, okay, they could definitely they had a shot to making it to the finals in 2019.
Man,
when they made to but because he thought like in 2018 without question last year. I mean, he was one of the dudes that was just running his mouth about that.
Yeah, well, maybe he's either a big fan of somebody on that team or it's the second one. Maybe maybe somebody's slipping the money. I don't know, but it's kind of really weird to be on a Portland like that. It's not like he's from Portland.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm like. Okay, it'll be one thing you picked him like 1 year, like okay, like there's nothing wrong with it, but like each year, like I don't know, man. Like that
seems a bit suspect. Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Is there that he loves Damian Lillard, or I don't know, like I don't. Well, one thing I was, the Trailblazers owner.
Yeah.
He's actually cool with Charles Barkley and the TNT crew.
Oh, okay. So maybe that's the connection.
Probably that's why.
Yeah. So they got to be some connection.
Like I never heard Shaq pick or Kenny pick the Blazers to win.
Well, Shaq ain't gonna pick the Blazers. He was beefing with Dame Dollar before.
Well, that was just some petty beef. I mean, it was just like.
I mean, it was a hip hop beef, but
Oh, salute,
It's a face
salute,
off. Who you think won
salute.
that though?
I made a mistake. Excuse me. I meant
What's
to
up?
say Portland is going to play Denver and Dallas will play the LA Clippers. My fault. But here's what.
Oh, okay.
But here's what's crazy. Then Portland beat Dallas twice, but somehow Dallas is the fifth seed because of division, because they won the division. That's crazy.
Oh, well, yeah, maybe because they beat that team more out of the season
Oh, no,
six.
Portland beat Dallas twice. But here's the thing: Dallas is fifth, Portland is sixth, because Dallas won the division, which is crazy.
Okay, cool. So I still get my Mavs versus
Clippers
the
series.
Clippers.
Well, they
Yes.
still do the division lead. They still do the division winners in the playoffs. I thought they
Yes.
threw all that away.
Yeah, nah, they did. I checked. They did.
Well, that's. I mean, hey, look, I'm not mad. I mean, hey, Clippers versus Mavericks.
That'll be a fun series. That can go 6 or 7 games.
Oh yeah, and it could go in Dallas' favor if Porzingis to stay healthy.
Exactly. And Denver and Portland. Denver doesn't have to win this series because hey, they fought. They just got to compete. If you're Portland, there's no excuses for losing the series. I don't want to hear CJ went out. I don't care. They don't have Jamal Murray. They don't have Will Barton. He's banged up. They don't have Monte Morris. You're healthy now. I love Damon CJ, but we've given these guys passes for choking in the playoffs, in my opinion. At some point, this is their pathway. Okay? There's a good chance that the Jazz and Suns may lose early in the playoffs, depending on matchup. The Lakers are not healthy right now. The Clippers are choke artists in the playoffs. If Damon CJ want to show me that the
I'll
best
be right back.
See you later, Bistro. If Damon CJ want to show me that the best backcourt in the league, take your team to the NBA Finals. I'm tired of excuses because look at the Dallas Mavericks in 2011. Caron Butler, the Mavericks' second leader scorer, was out. People forget about that. He had an appendix issue. Jason Kidd was aging. Jason Terry was getting old. Dirk Nowitzki going into the playoffs before 21 was known as the choke artist. No one thought the Mavericks were going to the finals. Nobody, unless you're a Mavericks fan. And you know what they did. So no, I'm not going to give Portland an excuse. No way. Because you're playing a Denver team that you just killed today without a point guard. That's what I'm saying. That's just me personally.
Bro, he beat Durant, Kobe, and LeBron all in the same year.
Exactly. And Brandon Roy Aldridge. He beat Kobe, Powell, LeBron, Wade, Bosh, KD, James Harden, Russell Westbrook with less talent. Don't forget.
Yeah, that was nuts.
So that's my point. Even 95, no one thought the Rockets would repeat. Many people thought the Bulls, the Magic, the Spurs, the Rockets were a 6 seed for Pete's sake.
Yeah, they're a real 6 seed, by the way.
Which is true. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Well, but here's the thing, though. Like guys like Hoofex, like LeBron haters, they like it's like okay, like from you guys, like you guys are objective. Like you guys, like
Thank you.
It's
just like the LeBron haters. They're just like they're the ones that keep on saying that the Lakers don't have a chance. This, that. That's why.
No, they can win the West. I have a weird feeling this team's coming out the West. I have a weird feeling because you heard my reasoning, right, Bistro?
Oh yeah.
Fully healthy. I don't see nobody beating the Lakers, man.
Even as an 8 seed. I mean, they're not really an 8 seed or 7 seed, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I apologize for interrupting. I apologize, guys. Forgive me.
No, go ahead. Do you?
I apologize, Bistro, for interrupting you.
No, it's good. It's good.
I like objectivity. All right, I don't respect opinions that are biased. You know what I mean? I respect and I can respect your right to have an opinion, but if your opinion is idiotic and foolish, I don't respect and value it. That's just me personally. But what I'm saying is this: the Lakers can still very well win the West as a 7th or 8th seed, very well. Because here's why: rebounding, they can crash the glass. They're a great lockdown defensive team when healthy. Also, LeBron and AD, when healthy, they can dominate a playoff series with their experience. You saw what they did last year. And also, Frank Vogel, I know Frank Vogel may not be the greatest coach, but he knows how to make adjustments in the playoffs and does what you saw last year. And Drummond, I know Andre Drummond has not played super duper, but he has given him some energy crashing the glass. And also, Kyle Kuzma, this may be a breakout playoff run for him. You never know. Also, Wesley Matthews can hit big shots. I think
they're good. I mean, they got a good all-around team. They just got to stay healthy.
That's what I'm saying, man. They just gotta stay healthy. But I think the Lakers will make the finals. I have a weird feeling this team's still gonna make the finals. I have a weird feeling, unless I hear a story that LeBron and AD are out or something like that, or whatever. I still think this team will make the NBA finals. Will they win the championship? Remains to be seen. But I think that this team will come out the West. I don't believe in the Jazz. I like Utah. I think they're a year away. Same thing with Phoenix. I know that the Suns are good, but they're young to me. The Blazers are choke artists in the playoffs. The Clippers are choke artists in the playoffs. The Mavs, they have talent, but they don't have enough depth. And the Nuggets are banged up right now.
Yeah.
To me, the writing is on the wall. I seen this coming. I could be wrong, but I seen this coming. I think by July 2021, it will be the Lakers versus the Nets in the finals. That's just my guess.
Oh yeah, I think Dallas Mavericks is the Philadelphia 76ers of the Western Conference. They're too predictable when come playoff time. You know, they don't have.
We only saw 1 year though.
Huh?
We only saw 1 year, like with the Luka.
I won't go to with Dallas. I'm gonna see what they do this year. I don't think they'll go far. I'm gonna see what they do this year.
No, that team is heavily reliant on Luka, and he gets ball dominant.
That's true.
But hey, Prince. But hey, Luka had the Clippers shook last year.
Say that again.
Luka had the Clippers shook last year. Like he had them on skates. Like
yeah, man. Yo, he was getting busy on them. You definitely get that. You definitely get that right. You know.
Him and Nikola Jokic, them white boys, bro. They don't fear the Clippers.
Yeah, I know, but here's the thing, though, Bistro. He needs a running mate.
Porzingis has to be that guy.
Porzingis got to be that guy. If Porzingis can't be that guy, they going home.
Oh yeah, and also it's Josh Richardson going to show up? Is Tim Hardaway going to show up consistently? Is Melly going to show up? JJ Redick? Are these guys going to be consistent enough? That's the reason why I don't see the Mavs going far. And they're playing the Clippers. It's over, man. They're not as good as they were last year. Nah, they're going home in the first round.
Yep.
That's just me.
Oh yeah.
I say Clippers in 6 or 7. I don't think it'll be in 5 because I think the Mavs are a team that can get hot from 3.
Oh yeah.
And again, same thing with the Clippers. Like I said, Paul George, he's a good player, but we all know he plays mediocre in the playoffs. We know that. And also, other than Kawhi, Rondo, and Ibaka, no one's proven on that Clippers team. That's why I have a feeling this series is going to be long. But I think that the Clippers just have more depth than the Mavs. And I'm going to say Clippers in 6. That's my guess for the first round. That would happen when that happens.
Yeah, I got 6 too. I think the same way like last year. You know, man, it could easily end in 5 though if it comes down to one possession and if Luka just missed a game winner, it could come down to 5. He had to hit a game winner just for them to beat them the other time.
But to be fair, the Clippers were up 21 in that game, so we got to be and also Porzingis didn't play, so we got to be objective here. So that's why I give Luka that because remember, we can argue this. If Porzingis wasn't hurt, you can very well argue they may have won that series. We will never get to know because it never happened, but you can argue that. What do you think, Bistro?
And also, like, remember Game 1? Remember when they ejected KP in the second quarter?
Yeah, I thought it was third quarter.
Third?
That's third quarter. That's third, yeah.
And I remember the Clippers, they got to, a 20-0 start, to start the game, and the Mavericks,
they were up 18-2. The Clippers were up 18-2 to start that game.
Oh, yeah. And you know, the funny part is the Clippers thought they could pull a bad boy Detroit Pistons on the Dallas Mavericks. They thought they'd back down. They thought they won't stand up to them. But the Mavericks was not scared of that team.
Right.
They were not afraid of them.
There's a lot of great first round. The Heat and the Bucks. The narrative for that, it's not really a narrative, but the story for that series. Can Milwaukee get redemption? Remember what happened last year against Miami? They got killed in 5. Can Miami show people that their finals run was not a fluke? Can they get to the NBA Finals this year? Can the Milwaukee Bucks finally break through and win the championship for the Greek Freak? And that's another thing, too. Jimmy Butler's going to come through. Jimmy Butler's going to be clutch in this series. My question is Middleton, Giannis, Lopez, and the Bucks. I have a feeling Milwaukee will win in 7. But Miami could very well win this series because of their defense.
Yep, and if Giannis can't break through that wall,
then they're in trouble.
He comes in passing mode. They're in trouble.
Yes,
they're gonna need Giannis to be Giannis. If Giannis can't play like himself, they ain't gonna win nothing.
And that and Middleton has to be consistent. And same thing with Lopez. What do you think,
Oh, yeah.
Bistro? How long if more when Miami and Milwaukee face off? How long do you think that series would go? I say Bucks in 7. You?
Well, it depends on also like Drew Holiday and PJ Tucker. I think they're going to be big. Like I think the Bucks got a chance to make it to the finals this year
They
because
have a
of Drew
great chance.
Holiday and PJ Tucker.
They have a great chance. That Bucks team is deep. They're tough. They just need to just be consistent. And we got the Knicks and the Hawks. I say that's your. I have a real think this is gonna go 7 games. I'm going New York over Atlanta in 7. What do you guys
I
think?
got Knicks in 6.
Okay, you be sure.
Obviously, that's just play. Just play. Hey, but you
Big.
know what I want to see? I hope the Wizards and the Hornets win the playing game. So because I want to see the 76ers versus the Hornets in the first round,
Mhm.
and the Nets and the Wizards in the second. And
That'll be
in the
awesome, man.
first round.
That'll be awesome. You have the Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball, and the fun-loving Hornets taking on the Sixers in the first round, and you got Russ and KD beef in the first round. Here's what I think.
Washington matches up with Brooklyn good.
They do because they play fast paced and they love shooting a lot of threes. You saw Washington beat Brooklyn early in the year twice, and people forget. Remember the game when the Wizards were down by 5 with around
Yeah.
10 seconds ago,
Hey,
came
all right.
back.
Hey, Prince, you're gonna be on live on Tuesday or tomorrow?
There's no
Tuesday.
games tomorrow. There's no
Well,
games.
I won't be on tomorrow, but Tuesday I will be.
all right. Well, I'll talk to you later then.
All right.
But
See you later,
you too,
Bistro.
G-Money. Salute.
All right.
Salute, man.
Salute,
Stay
man.
safe, man.
Peace.
Peace.
Salute, man. Salute. So can't wait. And then Washington, Brooklyn. I will say Brooklyn in 6 over Washington. I have a real feeling to go 6 games. Philly and Charlotte. I say Philly in 5. I don't think Charlotte has the big man to beat Philly. I don't see it.
Yeah, man. Philly just there to grab a popcorn and leave. You know, they're just there to watch the movie and go home.
Well, take care of the Hornets first, then you do that, though.
Yeah.
Take care of those killer. I mean, assuming the Hornets beat the Pacers, they gotta beat the Pacers first. For the Celtics, if Boston makes the playoffs, they're going home. I'm sorry. Boston and me, they've been a huge disappointment. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's like, I know they had COVID. I know they had injuries. I get that. But when this team were healthy all year, this team was still mediocre. The defense intensity has been bad. The offense execution is terrible. Brad Stevens is going to be gone. Let's be honest, man. Brad Stevens is going to be gone when the season's over.
Oh, yeah. I see Boston making some trades, too.
Yeah.
You know, I heard people even say Kemba Walker may be traded, but then somebody came up with the idea that said the Lakers want Kemba Walker. And I said, you know what? I got to see it to believe it because everybody on the trade block is rumored to go to the Lakers. I don't know if you noticed that. You know, every player that's on the trade block, oh, he'll fit good with the Lakers. I don't. I got to see it to believe it. You know.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's going to be a fun playing. If the Pacers somehow made the playoffs, like we said, man, here's the thing with Indiana. They play well on the road, but they're garbage at home this year. In the playoffs, yes, you have to win on the road, but you have to win at home. And also, Indiana, to me, they just can't stay healthy. I mean, Malcolm Brogdon banged up, Domantas Sabonis banged up, T.J. Warren banged up, Miles Turner. People forget how good Miles Turner was early in the year. He was Defensive Player of the Year to start the season until he got hurt, man. And also, even Karis LeVert, he's played very well in Indiana, but he's been banged up this season. So, and even I heard that they have a lot of tension with their head coach named Nate Bjorgen. They have a lot of tension with their head coach, so he may be gone after the season. Their head coach, Nate Bjorgen. Really? I'm sorry, man. If the Pacers do somehow make the playoffs, they're not going to last long because it's like I don't think Sabonis can handle Embiid. He's not, and also if somehow, they're not gonna get past Philly. It's over. If Indiana beat Charlotte and somehow beat Boston or Washington, it's over for Indiana. They don't have enough depth to beat Philly. I don't see it.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. But yo, we almost about to be out of here. But before we leave. People in the comment section are always calling out Hoop when the Clippers lose, and Hoop not here whenever the Clippers lose. You're gonna have to defeat that narrative that people think you disappear when the Clippers lose.
Well, the Clippers lost to the Thunder, which is crazy, and also the fact that why would the Hoop facts? So I guess he's busy or something. But hey, if the Clippers do. I'm just saying, what if this team won the championship this year, he's gonna come into your channel and he's gonna glow. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna glow.
Yeah. But if the Clippers win, he'd be the first one here. I think, you know.
Well,
Not-
by that time I'll probably be in Ghana, depending because I'm flying. I'm going to Ghana next month, so that's just another thing. But if the Clippers won the championship,
yeah.
Hoops Facts would go crazy. Skip Bayless would go crazy, and Clipper Nation.
Oh yeah, man. But yeah, man. Oh yeah. By the way, man, it's almost time, man. Enjoy your trip. I know you're about to go over there pretty soon, right?
Thanks, man. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Word. But yeah, man, we about to be out of here, man. Yo,
Yes.
thanks for chopping it up with us, man. Talking
You're
sports.
welcome. You're welcome, man. Stay safe, Prince.
All right, safe. Salute.
Salute.
All right, yo, that was G Money, man. Mr. Basketball Encyclopedia and Hoop Facts, man. You know, they calling you out, brother. You know, I don't think you're like that, but a lot of people think, you know, if the Clippers lose, you disappear. But if the Clippers win, you come. That's what he thinks, you know. Yes, Zach, you did that. You did disappear when Harden left. You know, you guys got to stop ducking and smoke. If your team loses, still come here and face the criticism like a real man. So this is the challenge to all you guys before I'm out. Zach, if the Nets lose, don't hide. If the Bucks lose, don't hide, rough. If the Lakers lose, Tay Davis, you don't hide. Octavius, Lakers lose, you don't hide. Everybody show up. Because guess what? If my Knicks lose, even in the first round, I still be here to talk about it. You know, it is what it is. You know, can't win them all. But we out, man. Peace to everybody. And remember, stay safe. Don't get your Xbox rocked. Don't get your PlayStation broken. Don't get your subscription canceled. Stay healthy. Be easy out on these streets. One.